Hello, everybody, and welcome back for the first time in a very, very long time to Mason Zero ASMR. Today, I'm going to be coming back with one of my favorite things, which is building Legos. I always love watching people do these, mostly Fred's Voice ASMR. So, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about the box, because I know you all want to see what's inside. I picked this up on eBay, actually. I saw it on Amazon for $55, and MSRP was $70. And then I checked on eBay and found this sealed box one that someone was selling for $51. Took a few more days to get here, but they saved $4. I was in no rush though, so it was fine. So this set is the Resistance Y-Wing Starfighter from Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. And it has 578 pieces. It includes Poe Dameron, Zoe Bliss, First Order Snowtrooper, and then a turquoise-colored astromech droid and D.O. And then if we flip it over to the back, we can see some of the features. So you can drop in bombs and then turn the crank to drop them. It has some missile launchers. And then the turret can be turned around. And it has retractable landing feet. So let's go ahead and get this open. We have the convenient pull tabs here, which I'll probably have to make quieter. Alright, we have several bags in our pretty thick instruction book, and unfortunately a pack of stickers, which we will set to the side. Let's see which bag we start with here. Okay, we do start with bag one. That does make sense. So we're going to take our trusty scissors and open up this bag. Little cape box here, which has its own pull tab. Just realized we have this nice white cape, which I actually don't have. And I don't have a white cape. And then we have another bag. Nearly 600 pieces. This could take a while, which is great for you guys. So let's see if I can move this a little out of the way. And I'm just going to make sure that you can all still see everything. Okay, not bad. So first it has us building Poe and the Snow Trooper. So I'm just going to grab all the minifigure parts that I can find from here. Oh yeah, here's Dio. He's got his own molded piece here. It's cool. And we get everyone's pants, hair, backpack, cape, and then their guns. Oh, we have our brick separator, of course. There is Poe's gun. And there is the Snowtrooper's gun. So there's Poe's legs. And he's got this torso. And how about the face? Alright, I know that angry clone face. Oh, and Poe is a double-sided head. So he has normal happy Poe. And he has angry Poe. There goes his head. Oh, I have to put his little shoulder bag on first. Which this piece was originally molded for Indiana Jones. It was his little knapsack. I remember that because I used to have some of the Indiana, well, I still have them, but I bought some of the Indiana Jones sets back when those were new. Alright, there we go. And then put his little hair piece on. Nice. And you get this little pistol. Very nice. And the Snowtrooper, attach his legs like so. And get his cape on. His angry clone head. And his pretty nice looking helmet. And you get this little gun. Cool. Got our two first minifigures. And our little droid. And now we build kind of the main assembly, main center of the ship. Which is going to be the most boring part, of course. So, we need this and some rods. And we put that inside this assembly here. Oh, this must be the bomb bay. And then we take some brackets, I guess you could say. Put them on the other end. And then we take a 1x6 plate, put it across there as well. And then we take a bunch of these sloped pieces, do 4 on each side. Four. And 4. Nice. And we line it with these 2 white pieces. And finally, these big guys, which go on thusly. Little stairs. And then we get some more of those white plates as well as some more bracket looking pieces. And we put those on the back. So now we have a bunch of these vertical things. Something I've noticed them do a lot in the last several years. Definitely has made just ships and everything just look a lot better. And then we put some more plates to kind of build this thing up and cover up this part of the bomb bay. Add some studs to it. And that's our first page of the ship. Oh my, this is quite the gear assembly. So take a 2x1 brick with a hole in it. Take the red peg, and then, oh, I don't know if I've seen this piece before. It's interesting. On the other end we take our rod, which there is only one, stick it in, and then we just put all these black gears along it. And I assume the missiles or bombs sit in between each of these teeth, and as they spin around, it'll drop them at the bottom. So take two more of these and end it with a gray tube, and then put a red piece on the end, which I can only assume is a traditional red that indicates to people that you can use this part for an action. It has long been a LEGO tradition. It doesn't spin very easy, but oh yeah, I think it's a little gear on the back, that's right. Yeah, I don't need that. It'll need some extra leverage. So now we get some more bricks with holes and put them along the side. And a radiator brick goes right there, and then a dark gray 3x2 plate go on the top, and then on the top of the back as well. And then we get one more white plate, and then a 2x2 flat plate with a stud in the center. Cool. Oh, now we go to the back right here. And we get to put plates on like this, kind of building up the back here. I can see where this is going because I've already seen what the back looks like. So I can see what they're building towards here. Right, the other 3x, there you go. And then, oh yep, and then they just straight up put this little gate piece on, which is cool. And then attach the gear. Nice. So now we kind of set aside this assembly to build another chunk, which we will later attach. And of course, it starts on just a little 1x4, to which we add this 2x2 with two studs on one side, and then this giant 12x4 plate. Yeah, 12. To which we add another one of those. And then, oh, I haven't seen these pieces in a long time. They're for sliding things. I remember a really old Star Wars set using them, or many old Star Wars sets using them back in like 1999. Some of the early ones. It would be for sliding doors and ramps and things like that, but I don't think it's going to be used for anything in this set. Not that I can tell. Okay, and then we put a 2x2 with a stud in the center there. Could this be where the droid sits? That would kind of make sense. You can kind of stick to the bottom, that would be interesting. And then we get some radiator pieces next. buy some white inversed slopes, and then some bigger 3x1 and 3x2 inverse slopes. And then a big chunky 2x6 brick right in the center there. And set that aside. Grab these 14. Yeah, 14 by 1s. And put some pegs in there. Get a black one, and then a blue one. And we stick these guys, 2x2 bricks with rods on two sides. And then we connect up another one of these guys. And I assume put the same rods. Yeah. Oh, we put more rods? Wait, what? Did I miss some rods? Oh, I did. I didn't even notice because of the contrast, but there's more rods that go right here. I didn't even see them. So yeah, we mirror the rods there. Like so. And we add some additional pieces. And then we attach that whole thing to this. Yeah, right like that. And I assume we attach the entire thing at some point as well. So now we make some little wings. Like that. Attach them there, that makes sense. And then like that. Easy enough. And then a little nose. That's funny. Little nose under there. Just for good measure. And then we attach the whole thing to this guy. And that just attaches all smooth like. And it's one pretty dang solid assembly here. Cool. But we are not done. Grab these guys. Nope, that's wrong. Look at this. Make 4 of these and secure them in like this. So we'll go ahead and make them. And then I'll really make sure we're all secure, and I imagine that it is helpful later on in the build as well. Excellent. Now we have some plates for the side. This is interesting. I've never seen this. A 3x1 with 2 studs centered. Very interesting. So we attach a 4x1 with the 2 studs on the end, and then a 2x1 with a stud in the center. And we do that twice. Very interesting technique. And we attach that like this, and it perfectly fits in that little area. That's cool. And then we just have some extra pieces, and we're on to bag 2, where we make the front of the ship. So this is what we have so far. Nothing recognizable as anything, as per usual. So we will set that aside for later, when we inevitably need it. got some larger pieces in this, and we also have a small bag of small pieces. Alright, we start with more pegs and rods, or holes and pegs, whatever. So, do that, and then we get a little step. Here's our little step. And we have the dumb gun pieces. So we're making the dumb guns. I really don't understand it's for children, but I'm really not a fan of the automatic shooting, like spring-loaded gun pieces. I am glad that you can just remove the transparent colored like missile from it. Otherwise it'd be very annoying. But yeah, it kind of ruins the thing for me otherwise, because it just doesn't look good. And for the most part, these Star Wars ships look pretty good as like models, but the moment you add that, they stop becoming good models and just kind of look silly. So yeah, we're making the underwing guns right now, I suppose. Nothing really new in terms of pieces, pretty standard so far for this set. Lots of repetition of pieces, which makes sense. It is the underbelly. Oh, and we actually have to make 2 of these guys. And it is kind of nice because they're mirrored. So let's go ahead and do that. Make a second one of these little gun assemblies. Continue that spring. Alright, and the 2x6 plate. The box chamber. With all of its rods sticking out. And we'll get our thing here. Radiators. And a little internal piece. And then we come back to our assembly already. And just attach them right in the center like that. Now I can see how the cockpits can go here, the wings are gonna go back here. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. Then we get some big long plates, kind of span them across for even more stability that we don't even need. This thing is incredibly stable. Like, compared to some of the old Star Wars ships, this thing is built like a brick. It's not falling apart at all. So that goes right there. Man, they say ages 8 and up, but this is actually a relatively complex build, if we're being totally honest. Get some little brake lights here or something. And that's it for that page. And a little more flattening going on here. We got some interesting angle pieces. Like so. Where's the other angle? See it. There we go. Angled flat piece and some small plates. Cover up some of those ugly holes. And now looks like we built a little bit of the cockpit. So that goes there. I think Star Wars does like to use tan for their cockpits quite a lot, so I shouldn't be surprised. And then a plate. And lo and behold, that little tan piece we used earlier is a backrest for a cockpit. Alright, then we add on some additional inverted slopes. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Let's just connect by one stud. We grab this piece, span it across for some stability. And then we are going to make another chunk of the cockpit. So we start out with some white plates. And then some smooth, curved, inverted slope pieces. That's cool. Do a few of those. I am excited. This is gonna be a, oops, I did that wrong. This is gonna be a cool looking ship. I'm excited. And that is why I bought it, because I thought it looked cool. Not just because I got it for a good price. Okay. Oh, that is a top one. I actually didn't grab the correct one. There's the inverted one. And then we attach that like this. And then we add some little circles. Like this. Then we flip it over. And even more of these inverted slopes, which are a really old piece. I mean, these pieces have been around forever. And then we add some more bulk to this thing. And, ooh, this is a printed piece? Wow, it is a printed piece. That's amazing. This little kind of rectangular on one side and then curved on the other piece. What is this? Actually, oh, this is the front of the car. That's right. It's really long. And then, like that. And, okay. Let me attach, just attach that here. Yeah, that looks okay. This ship is a long boy. Oh, and then we just put some freaking giant wings on it. Cool. Cool. I just realized I missed some parts. I don't know when this step was supposed to be here, but there's some little radiator grills that are supposed to be on this. What step was that? Oh, it was here. I did part of the step, but not the whole thing. Okay. Okay, so I put those big wings on, and now there's some additional detail. We have some little cheese slopes on some 1x4s. We just put that there. Get another cheese slope on a 1x4. for. Put that there, opposite it. Then go to the next page. I need a 1x6 in gray and a 1x4 in white. That will go there and there to start building up the rear of the cockpit. A lot of plates in this build, that's for sure. But it's very much looking like a Y-wing now. So take our 4x6 plate and just throw that back here. Just cover up everything. And we get some more circles there. And some more gray plates. Just kind of building up over here. And then some 3x2s to finish our little border here. And we get some white wing pieces. These are gonna kind of build up the shape here. Now it's hard to make shapes like this in Lego. Okay, now sticker time. This is all the same sticker, which is these guys. So we just have to carefully apply them. Oh boy. Ah, God. I'm already feeling. The worst part is these kind of need to be aligned well, otherwise it's going to look really bad. And I don't trust myself to do that. I've always been bad at aligning stickers. I always thought that Lego stickers were the worst idea. And they should just be printed. No one wants them to be stickers. They always end up crooked. And this will be no different. Oh God. I see some more stickers on the horizon too. I think this will look pretty good, but it could look better if they were just printed. Okay. I don't think that's too bad. And these go on like this. Hey, that's not too bad. This side looks a little off, but I think I'll just leave it. And then we have two more slopes that we have to put stickers on. Oh boy. So they go like this. Okay. Oh my God. Oh wait, no. They go like. No, that's correct. Okay. So that goes like this. I'm kind of doing this out of order, but I wanted to get these down while I was already doing stickers. And this one goes like that. Yeah, okay. Alright, and then I skip some steps. So we take these little guys and put them here, okay. And then, oh, and then just some 1x1s. It's weird they interrupt the sticker with an actual, like, red piece. It's kind of odd. Okay, next page. So we have this little thing and a great rod. We're making the front guns, okay. So just stick that in like that and make 2 of them. It's interesting build, but I guess that works. Then we just, that's all the support. Huh, okay. Well, I guess that works. So I'll go like that, and then put on these pieces. Then a flat piece here. And we sort of taper it in. Hey, that looks pretty good. Then we turn it upside down. Get a little plate here. Add some pieces to it. And go like that. Hey, that's pretty smooth. And that's bag 2. So here's what we're working with so far. The front looks pretty dang good. It's big. It's got a nice look to it. Yeah, cool. Okay. Bag 3, we actually need the ship still, so I'm just going to leave it up here. We're building directly on the ship now. Bag 3 is pretty small, it looks like. We're pretty much finishing the cockpit and adding some chunks to the current back area. And then I believe the last bag is the engine assemblies, pretty much. Okay, so we actually have the ship upside down. I think we're preparing the landing gear. So we have a few hinge pieces. And there's our cockpit. So hinges and hinges. So this hinge goes here. And these hinges go back here. That's hard to see, they don't really point those out. Then we have this smooth little slidey piece that we put right here to reinforce it. And then some pieces here, some slopes to reinforce these guys. Where are you? There you are. And then, oh, flip it around. We're doing the rest of the feet later. So we have these little hook pieces that may or may not be part of the engine assembly. We need 6 of them. Okay, it doesn't point to any of them, so we have to find them. Oh, okay, never mind. I figured it out. Ah, dropped them in the Bombay. So they go like that. And then push that one down all the way. Right there. 2 more right here. And here. Okay, and then we, oh my god, we need 2 more. These go right here and right here. And we got some little pieces in between that I think are, oh, they're very tiny, and I think it's just for greebling. Greebling is the art of just sticking pieces on ships to make them look all techy and sci-fi, not smooth. Yeah, I think that accomplishes that task pretty well. One of the things I like about this set that caught my eye was some of the like smooth edges. Which, yeah, this set seems to do pretty well. Oh, those are 3x1s, not 4x1s. Ouch. My mistake. No wonder that doesn't really fit. So we have a 3 and then a circle on each side. A circle and 3x1. Then we have this. Ooh, we got some old school pieces here. I referenced earlier how some of these pieces I remember from 1999 sets, and these are some of them. I remember these pieces from the Rock Raiders line in 1999. I remember these from a lot of things, but like the Lego Space, like Moonlanders from '99. Oh man, yeah. If you can't tell, a lot of my Legos were from the very late '90s and the early to mid 2000s. So those go there, and these. Oh, that's cool. They actually. I put that in the wrong spot. These arms actually kind of attach to these pieces. They actually attach. Oh, they kind of do. Wow. I wasn't sure if that was a smaller thing. Nice. That looks really good. And 6 radiators that you're not going to point to. Okay. Oh, because they just go along like this. Yeah, this back area is going to look like really good. That is one thing that I liked about this model, just seeing the pictures, was that this section looked nice. Lots of detail in terms of making it look like the real deal. I found another place where I missed. Oh, no, that is in this step that they put these pieces here. Okay, good. I was worried that I'd missed something else. So I'm trying to look at what pieces are in each step, since they don't do a good job of pointing at all the pieces necessarily. Okay, there we go. And then we are just continuing doing more pieces. That's kind of interesting. This goes upside down. It's flat on the top, but all the little bits on top, they actually put that facing up. That's pretty interesting. Don't see that every day. Usually they're trying to hide the bottom of pieces, but not in this case. Very cool. Alright, then we have these inverted slopes that we're putting around the bomb bay. So we can kind of cover that up. It'll be easier to put in the bombs in the proper location. And we take these two kind of brick pieces and they go like that. And they are flanked by these slopes. Are also flat on top. Cool. Looks good. And one more right there. Oh guys, this is coming together. If you haven't liked this video already and you are still awake and watching, be sure to give it a like, because it really does help a lot. I would appreciate that. So these guys just attach on one end. That's fine, I guess. They attach like that. Cool. Oh, and then we have two shorter rods that attach at the back. Okay. Nice. I love this look. This looks really good. Next page. Okay, this is kind of funny. So these pieces right here, there are 2x1s, but they have little grooves here. And ironically, they are the pieces that slide through these grooved pieces that I mentioned earlier. So both are included in this set, but they don't appear to function in the way that they used to together. These pieces were literally made for each other, but they're included in this set and never used together, as far as I can tell. That's kind of ironic, but also I feel like some designer did that intentionally. Like, hey, you can use these pieces together. We're just not going to tell you that you should. Okay, this Bombay like drop-in assembly ended up looking very nice. It's pretty hidden. Just looks like part of the ship. And then there's some detail right here. We're kind of covering up. That goes there. And we get a couple more of these, just plates on plates on plates. Which is not my favorite design, but in this case it does accomplish the task. Add some more poles, which add to the overall nice look that we have here. That looks like we're making the turret assembly. So we put these two curved pieces here. And now we have some 1x1 plates here. And then go in, and then a sort of bar across. Now we take this black canister piece, put a little flat guy on top. That's the inside of the turret. Huh. And then we actually put the other half of the turret up a level. And then sort of try to round it off with some little plates. That doesn't look too bad. It's an interesting choice. And now we're sort of building up the assembly around it. So we get some little dots and a brick. Excited about the cockpit on. It's going to kind of make this whole section come together. We have our little headlight pieces, which we put right there. And then some additional plates. More plates. And then a little, not quite sure what this is. I was going to say headrest, but no, it's probably a headrest, isn't it? So we get a little headrest that goes here. And then we get the hinges for the cockpit. That's interesting. They've used this cockpit piece for a pretty long time. Actually, since 1999. The very first X-Wing and Y-Wing, I believe, as well, used this cockpit piece. And it has been used since in those ships and probably others. But definitely in the X-Wing and Y-Wing. Oh, that's cool. These little pieces go around these curved pieces and perfectly fill up the space. That's really interesting. I love when Lego has that attention to detail. Like, it doesn't perfectly fill up the space, but like it does fit in the space, which I think is really cool that they obviously planned the pieces like that. I've run into several things like that over my time building with Legos, and it's always very satisfying. Alright, cover up some of the studs on the turret. I love how many studs are covered up in this set. On the cockpit and close it up. Now that is looking like a proper Rebel or Resistance Rebel Y-Wing. And yes, I definitely bought this with the intent to put it with Rebellion stuff, not Resistance stuff. This is the only sequel trilogy item that I own. I'm pretty sure. Except for a BB-8 pop figure, actually, I guess. But like, that's it. Not a huge fan of the sequel trilogy, as many people are not. I mean, it's still Star Wars, it's still awesome, but could have been better. Alright, just now our landing gear is attached. And then we flip it over. Now it stands, very cool. And we just have to make the gun assembly. And I missed a step again. Holy crap, where did I miss that step? Well, anyways, I missed all this. Oh my god. I'm sure some of you were screaming at me to do that. I got it on the way back here. What did I do? I just skipped that step entirely. I didn't even look at that step, apparently. Oh my god. I was too busy talking, I guess. I absolutely, completely missed that. That's hilarious. I am so sorry if anyone was screaming at their screen for me to do that step. Wow. Okay, anyways. Gun. Cannon. Blaster cannon. So we have this piece, and we put two arms, claws, through it. And then we have the black lightsaber handles, aka blaster cannons. Very cool. It's nice to use the same piece for that. If you want to do some sort of custom Sith minifigure or something, you can give them a black lightsaber handle. It's pretty cool. And then we have the little handle for it, which we just pop down. And that just goes in the turret. Actually, I wasn't sure how this was going to be. Nice to see that it articulates in all directions. It goes straight back, which is nice. And then it sits up when it's forward. That looks nice. Alright. Gonna set it aside real quick as we go to the next bag, the next and final bag, which means we're on the home stretch, guys. So, let's open it. Quite a few small pieces in here. This might take a little while. It's gonna be the best one. Oh boy. So, for whatever reason, I decided to keep a couple of the figures until the end. So, the Astromech droid should be the easiest. I don't remember there being a turquoise one in the movie, but maybe there was. But here's our turquoise Astromech droid, which is super cool. The leg must be under something because I can't see it. Yep, there it is. This is the highest contrast I have ever seen. Nice, that looks good. Then we have Zori Bliss, which I don't know what she has to do with a what. Was she flying a Y-Wing at the end of the movie? Maybe. I honestly don't remember. I guess we'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say yeah. But I honestly don't know. The one gripe I have with this set is that I wish it came with just a generic pilot. But it doesn't. Not nearly enough of the ships come with a generic pilot. The other interesting thing is that these are just old school pirate pistols. I mean, they work, but these are a really old piece from, oh my god, the 80s maybe? That's when the pirate sets were first introduced. And here they are. These little pirate guns on Zori Bliss. It's so funny. Alright, so we're making the wing assemblies, which I assume, yeah, it looks like they just are built separately and then stick on to the main ship, and then that's it. And there is a piece with stickers, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and start. So we get a black rod here. And we stick a little cone through it. There's our cone. That sticks to the end. We have this sort of radiator thing. And then a little engine glow. Should look pretty nice. It's got a nice pink color. And then this sort of silvery gray web, I like to call it. And that'll go on like this. And that gets another round plate on it with another web and another plate. And then a big old white disc sticks on. It's nice. And then we get this little rod on here. Oops. And that whole thing is covered up by this round piece. Which I actually have a couple of these in a way. I think they're on a rocket ship from the early 2000s or late 90s. And then here is where the last stickers come in. So let's see how I can get this. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, could have been better, but it's not bad. So we will stick that on like so. I hate that the sticker color is a little bit different than the white or everything else, but whatever. And we stick this gray piece onto the end and this white cap here. And we're making a little bit of a different thing now. So we have this red, oh no, that is not the first step. We have the web again, and this gray piece. Oh, another gray piece goes on top. I'm getting ahead of myself here. And then we put the red piece on top, and a little flat hole plate thing. And we surround that. Whoa! We surround that with white pieces. And this rod goes through the whole thing. Oh, that's difficult to push through, actually. And then we have this little steering wheel piece that we stick onto the end. And then we have this flat piece that we attach to another flat piece. Because it has a stud hole, we just can attach this to the stud. That's pretty cool. And then we can just slot that in, and it attaches to the rod that we put in here. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, that is pretty cool. And then we just put some poles in here, and that's how it's going to stick to the ship. Assembly 2 things should be plenty. And then we have these little fins for the engine, basically. We just put those on each of the main corners. Make sure they are centered, of course. Looks pretty good. Gives the engine a little bit of shape. Oh, and we just go ahead and attach that. So there's our little engine, and we'll eventually have a lot of rods sticking out the back here. So now we're going to do the same thing, but essentially mirrored. So this one should be a little less interesting, but so we'll just go through this a little quicker because we've seen it before. Get our little web. I'll stick that on, and then we get another plate. It's amazing what you can just kebab onto a stick here, huh? And we get another web piece. Attach that, and then another plate, and our giant white disc. A rod. Bottom piece, and then the sticker goes on the other one. Thankfully, the final sticker in this set, there were only 8, which is 8 too many, in my opinion. Okay, it's on relatively straight. We attach that, followed by the gray round block. We can get that on, and the white little end cap. And we have our little web again. Put a gray piece on each side. The red ring on top. A gray donut, and surround it with a big circle. And to finish that off, we stick it with a stick. Where is it? There it is. Stick a stick through it, and put a steering wheel in the end. It's so funny, it's like a Technic, like semi-truck steering wheel. And we have our flat piece and our other flat piece. Nice. Just kind of stick it on. Stick it on. This definitely looks like a rocket booster. And then those pieces will go here. And we're going to make more bits for the engine assembly, which are only 2 pieces. They're honestly probably the most fragile part of this build. And now we have a lot of Technic pieces left, like a lot of Technic pieces. But it'll look good when it's done. And there's the last curved piece. So once again, we will try to center these as best we can. Not bad. Okay, that's pretty good. Then we attach it to the ship. Alright. It's looking good, but it's missing its iconic things. I'm not really sure what they are, to be totally honest. But we're gonna make them. So I think all these rods are the same length, which is just convenient. Take a rod with a little bit here. I'm not even gonna try to give these things names. I'm just gonna work on putting them together. It's gonna be very repetitive. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of Technic pieces that I don't have a name for. Plates are easy to name because they're 2x6s or 4x4s or whatever, but these Technic joints are a little bit more difficult. Oh my god, these are a lot. Gray one. Ooh. God, I have to make 8 of these. Oh, I do have to make 8 of them. It says right there. How am I? Let me put these little arms there. Okay. Time to make 8 of these. It does make it simpler that they are all just the exact same thing. Just follow the same directions over and over, and the orientation is the only thing that matters, not the exact direction. So it's a little easier to put together. Oh boy, is that repetitive. I'm glad that all these rods are the same length, or this would be infinitely more confusing, that's for sure. Okay, that's 2 out of 8. This could take a while. But it'll be worth it for a very cool looking ship at the end. I'm excited. You guys let me know in the comments if you've built this ship, or if you're watching this video to see if you're interested in buying it, or just let me know if you're watching this for fun. Maybe you've never built Legos before, but you just like watching them be built in ASMR videos. That's fine too. Anything is fine. But I am curious to know what you think and why you're here. So please do let me know in the comments. And like and subscribe if you haven't already. I have quite the history of videos on my channel, even though I haven't uploaded as much lately here in this quarantine. Things have been busy and it's been hard to find a quiet moment. Even now my background is far from ideal, but that is what happens sometimes. And one of the reasons why it's been difficult to find a good time to film a video. Not to mention coming up with ideas, of course. But I am, despite that, proud of my several years of uploading pretty much every week, once a week. I'm definitely very proud of that. Alright, we're halfway there. That's 4 of them. Oh my gosh. So much. I'm just kind of rambling as I do this. So I guess I'll give my opinion on the movie this is from while we're building. Now, this movie is from The Rise of Skywalker. And overall, I thought it was okay. But if it was not a Star Wars movie, I would have thought it was quite bad. It being a Star Wars movie was essentially its only redeeming quality. The plot was ridiculously convoluted for no reason. It was way too long as well. Plot points didn't make sense. The like knife, the Sith knife that led them to the Emperor or whatever, that was in the old Death Star was weird. Nothing led up to that. It didn't make any sense. I mean, it really didn't make sense. Like, why would that even exist? Is what I want to know. Like, other than Palpatine, like, pulling the strings to get Rey to come to him, I guess. But, like, I don't know. That whole Palpatine pulling every string ever plot point just gets a little ridiculous at that point. So I didn't like that part of it, which was one of the major cruxes of the plot. What else happened to that? The scenes of the Death Star was really cool. I liked the, I guess, redemption of Kylo Ren and sacrifice. The ending was kind of weird. Rey having a yellow lightsaber was weird. The only other place that a yellow lightsaber has occurred in Star Wars canon, I believe, is the guards of the Jedi Temple, pre-Empire. So it's weird that that she would have a yellow lightsaber. I'm not sure if there's been a reason for that. Of course, her considering herself a Skywalker is strange and, like, out of nowhere. It seems like there was a relationship that they wanted to have exist between Luke, Leia, and Rey that made them more like a family, but those scenes were missing, basically. So, I don't know. It's very, very strange. I missed a piece. Oh boy. That being said, the whole trilogy is not great. I walked out of the theater of The Force Awakens being very underwhelmed. As with many people, I felt like I was just watching A New Hope again, but reskinned with new characters. There were some cool aspects, of course. And Starkiller Base was pretty awesome, and especially tying it back to some of the things they did in the Clone Wars, tying it back to an actual planet in the Clone Wars. But again, those are things that make the movie cool, outside of just the movie, which is kind of not fair. We need to judge the movie based on its qualities as a movie. Not just from the references it makes. And then The Last Jedi, I thought was, I know it's the one that people tend to hate the most, but it's actually my favorite. It breaks some of the rules of Star Wars. It's a little more daring than some of the other Star Wars movies. It does some interesting things, and I like it for that. So I like that one. It was also way too long. And a little bit on the boring side, had some weird asides. But overall, I think it was pretty good. It had some good moments. You know, the whole Snoke thing was the biggest shock, for sure. Okay, we finished all 8 of these. Let's see what we do next. We attach them. Okay, cool. How do we attach them? We actually attach them by these claws. And they are on the diagonal. Interesting. Okay. These feel fragile. Okay. They feel fragile, but also we're going to attach them pretty strongly at the end, so shouldn't be anything to worry about. Ooh, I'm excited. We're on the last couple steps. It's all going to come together, and it's going to look great in the process. I've never owned a Y-Wing, actually. I have an X-Wing, and way back in the day, like original lineup of Star Wars, I had the A-Wing and the B-Wing, which is kind of funny because those are the like less known ships as compared to the X-Wing and the Y-Wing. So it's kind of funny, but they're probably less expensive. But yeah, I had those two. And then the X-Wing is a little more current, probably like late 2000s. So it's a little more modern. But I never had a Y-Wing. That's the one kind of main Rebel ship that I never had a Lego set of. We're getting a little crowded in here. The Y-Wing is easily the largest ship. So now we're making the sort of rear engine bits, which are going to tie the whole thing together. So we get a rod coming out of each of these holes. And then a little disc in the center with a glowy bit. And then these slopes around the engine will look a little weird, but I guess it's fine. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of odd, but it works. And then we get another pink bit here. And we actually make two of those. And it's pretty much the final steps. Oh no, we have to make the missiles as well. Okay. So, boom. Boom. Okay, so this side is the rear. This side is the inside. So we'll attach these rods, and then we'll attach them to the end of the engine bits. Big rods, and then they will be very stable. Kind of. Definitely a little fragile. Not gonna lie. But, I mean, I don't know how else they could have done this. This is pretty solid. This ship's getting very large. A little bit unwieldy. Okay. Wow. I don't even know if this fits on camera, but there it is. That is one big ship. Wow. That looks good though. So now it, of course, suggests putting in the guns, which I'll just show you guys. They slide in here, and then you can push down on them and they shoot. Not a fan. I'm going to leave them out. And then we probably need to make the bombs on the next page. Yeah. So they are one red cone on two of these guys, and there are three of them. So drop it in. Spin that. That's cool. Spin it again. Oh. Nice. I need to not drop the bombs here. Can it hold three? Alright, there we go. No? Okay, can't. Oh, it's just gonna be sticking up. Okay. I guess that makes sense. And then our extra bits. Okay, and that's the end of it. Now we just get our other Star Wars sets here. And we get to see all of our minifigures. That's cool. Nice. Okay. Put that aside. And then, well, everyone has guns, so this will be difficult, but we'll have Zori Bliss fly the thing for now. does fit. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll put in our astromech droid there. He sticks in by one stud, just enough. Okay, so my review is positive. These little engine things are a little difficult. They don't quite stay straight, which is a little annoying. And there's not really, I guess if you were playing with it, you can grab it from here. Yeah. Yeah, not bad. Thank you guys for joining me on this journey, building this set. My very first Y-Wing, and my only Rise of Skywalker Lego set as well. It was fun. It was a good building experience. A little boring, if we're being honest, but not bad. If you guys like seeing Lego videos from me, just let me know. I'd be happy to buy some more Legos. Maybe some smaller sets next time. This guy was a little big at almost 600 pieces. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you in the next video, whenever that will be. No guarantees. Obviously it's been a while and I apologize for that. I'll try to make another video as soon as I can, but things are crazy right now, as you know. So, thank you so much for watching, and good night.